Moscow Comedy, in collaboration with the Alibi Club, are proud to present to you big open mics, open mic, big stand-up at Alibi Club. Please welcome your host, Adrian Nero!
Oh, keep it going. All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is fantastic. This is the best crowd we've ever had, ever. This is awesome. This is great. Okay, let's start. We got to start always, at this place, we got to start like this. Clap if you understand English. Holy shit, that's everybody. Man, no? Clap? No? Okay. All right. Almost everybody. 99%. I'll take it. All right. See a lot of new faces. That's fantastic. Okay. These are the comedians. Well, there's some comedians spread around, but they're mostly centrally located over here. But over here, if I'm not mistaken, you're not performing tonight. That means you're audience members. You are like gold for us, you know, audience members, yes? Because, I mean, we can make each other laugh, but to pass a test with an audience member who's never, you know, doesn't know us, that's the true mark of a good comedian. All right, so this is an open mic, which means that anybody can perform. We're here to test out our jokes so that when we have a big stage like a HBO special, all of our jokes are going to be perfect. So that's a lot of responsibility on you guys. Are you sure you can handle it? Okay. All right. So yes, English Moscow Comedy. So this is your first time? Let's start slow, okay? Let me slow down. I get a little excited sometimes when I have an audience. Okay. Is this your first time at an English Moscow Comedy event? Okay, we'll start there. All right. How did you hear about English Moscow Comedy?
A friend of a friend of a friend.
A friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. All right. You weren't just like wasting time at work on VK and you're just like, oh, English Moscow Comedy, what's that? That's the way it was?
Yes.
You were wasting time at work. Okay, that's good. No, that's why we spam the internet. That's why we just, for the moments like that. All right, so it's all of your first time at an EMC show. Is it your first time at a comedy show, period? Like, have you been to any other comedy show in Russian or anything like that?
No, it's my first time.
First time.
You've been in Russia.
Virgin. Comedy virgin. And the rest of you, are you guys virgins too?
No.
I love how I can just directly talk to a group of girls and say, are you guys all virgins or just you? All right, so let's get names. Okay, so virgin, what's your name?
My name is Ksenia.
Ksenia, thank you for standing up. And yeah, she stood up, so I think we should applaud her. That was very courteous. Ksenia the virgin. Okay, what are you expecting from your first time at a comedy show? Laughs. Laughs and what? Laughs and drinks. You know, the two go together, so that's a very good, combination. It's also asking a lot. Laughs, really? At a comedy show? No, I'm kidding. All right. That's good. Okay, Xenia. And what about the, no, let's just stick with Xenia. We make one person a star at every show. So Xenia, you're the star tonight. What do you do? Like, okay, right now you're sitting and drinking, and that's cool, and we like that. But in general, like, are you a student? Do you have a job? Are you an oligarch's daughter? Do you have a rich husband? That's what I'm getting at. No? None of them?
I am a product manager.
Oh, okay. A product manager. So you manage products.
Fashion products.
What's that?
Fashion products.
Fashion products.
Clothes.
Aha, something I know zero about. That's why I'm wearing a Batman shirt. Yeah. All right. So fashion. What does a fashion product manager do?
I try to work in fashion industry,
Mhm.
a company called Gloria Jeans.
Okay. Gloria Jeans.
Gloria Jeans.
You know, I've heard of that. Okay, go on. All right. Okay. Yeah. And what do you do? So you're managing
Some accessories and jewelry.
accessories and jewelry. All right, fair enough. Good. All right. Is there a lot of like comedy going on in the fashion? No. Are these your work colleagues? All right. Let's get to know the rest of the table. Are you guys all work together?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you're all fashion product managers. I can tell by your watch for sure. You're definitely, yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna comment. I'm slightly, I feel slightly self-conscious now because I'm not fashion conscientious. All right. Anyway, all right. Here's the deal, ladies. Let's get all names. Okay, so Ksenia, we got Daria and Anastasia. 1 in 8 chance, right? Ksenia and Svetlana. Okay, great. All right, anybody else here for the first time? I've seen some other new faces right in front of me. You guys aren't performing as far as I know because you didn't ask to sign up. So that means that you're audience members, which means you're like gold for us. All right, so what brought you to Alibi Cafe today? Her. Okay, what brought you, which brought her? Him. Okay, all right. This is all on Svitlov. Okay, all right. So listen, what do you guys do? What are your names, first of all? Madasha and Lisa. All right. And what do you do? What do you do? Students. Okay. What do you study? Literature. What kind of literature? All kinds? Like Russian, English, world literature. English. Who's your favorite English literary figure? And is he better or worse? He or she better or worse than Sasha Pushkin? Remember, this is English comedy night, right? Not Russian comedy night. Even though all the performers are Russian except for me.
Virginia Woolf.
Virginia Woolf. Okay, we'll go with that. Yeah. Do you see yourself living life the way she did, you know, putting on some rocks and walking out into the ocean?
I don't think so.
I hope not. I hope not. Look, no matter how bad life gets, just remember the quote from Charlie Chaplin, right? Comedy is tragedy with a wider lens, right? So if you're ever thinking about killing yourself like your idol, Virginia Woolf, please remember that, okay? Remember me telling you a Charlie Chaplin quote. All right. Okay, let's get on with it. So we have about 6 performers, okay? There's me, who is a foreigner. We have another foreigner, and then the rest are all Russian, but they're going to be telling their jokes in English. All right. So, traveling, it's important, right? Traveling. What are some stereotypes? You get a lot of tourists here in Moscow? Yeah? What are some stereotypes? Like, what are some stereotypes you have about, like, for example, Asian stereotypes, Asian tourists?
Taking pictures.
Right, that's the most obvious one. That was an alley-oop. Come on, yeah, the Nikon camera, right? All right. What about you guys when you guys travel? What's the stereotype about Russians? Drink a lot, yeah. On the plane.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. Why suspicious though? Yeah, I agree with you. I'm totally. I agree with you. When I'm at home and there's Russians, I'm like, I got my eye on you, Dima, right? You know what? I have a theory, and I'm convinced it's true. It's just because of Hollywood, because all the bad guys in Hollywood films are Russian,
Oh,
right?
maybe, yeah.
They're all Russian. I'll get you next time, Mr. Bond, right? Cold War nostalgia. Now today, the Cold War is over, so now they're all like Russian gangsters, right? That's why I like to scare people when I did comedy at home in Canada. I'm from Canada, so people would come up to me. I'd talk about, like, I did comedy in Russia. I used to live in Russia, Moscow. And then they'd come up to me afterward and be like, your English is really good. Cool, thanks, man. How long are you in Canada for? Do you like Putin? After a while, I would just give up, right? Just like, okay, look, they think you're Russian, just might as well just play the part. Don't correct them. So he's like, yes, in Russia we tell joke. Very funny joke. You do not laugh at joke in Russia. In Russia, joke like book from Dostoevsky. If I really want to scare them, because playing on they're afraid, it's a suspect, I just say something to them in Russian. And it doesn't really matter what it is. You can say anything, right? As long as it's in Russian, it's going to be scary. So you say, oh, you're a Russian comedian, that's great. How long are you in Canada for? Your English is really good. I just say, осторожно. Злите закрывайте. Следующая станция Козирская. Платформа справа. I usually thank you. I usually don't get invited back to the clubs after that. All right. No, the real way, I'm going to end on this because this has kind of gone on a little bit longer than I expected. I really got to get to some comedians, and that's to your credit, by the way. So thank you for making my job easy. You're already the best audience I've ever hosted for. The way you tell an American tourist is anywhere in the world is they have a map and a wad of cash, and you go up to them and you say, hey, you look lost, you know, they just say, where and how much? That's how you know it's an American tourist. Okay. All right, so you ready for your first comedian? Let me just say, we got 6 comedians, okay? The first one is an international, like myself. He hails from the region we like to call the Middle East. And he's a very funny guy. Please put your hands together for your first comedian of the night, Abed!
Thank you. Thanks. What's his name? Adrian. Thank you, bro. Where was I? Oh, yes. So every time I go on stage, I like to give the audience kind of a choice of what I will be joking about. So this time, yeah. So this time, and I loved like one. Or which one said about Russians being intimidating, like scared or suspicious? You're saying, I'm like, really? Russians are suspicious? You should see this face, my dear. We'll get to that later. So let's do this. So if you do you understand what fright is? Being afraid, being scared. So would you like me to to talk English that way? To talk about fright or to talk about life in Russia? So whoever wants me to talk about fright, like stage fright, whatever fright, please shake your head left and right. And whoever wants me to talk about what was the second thing? Life in Russia, back and forth. So 3, 2, 1. What do you want me to talk about? I'm sorry. I love this. Like, you should see yourself. Like some of you are. We should actually make kind of a religion. A head nodding religion. It would be awesome. Like some of them are Jews and the others are Indians. Hard answer. So let's talk about what life in Russia. So first of all, my name is Abed. Yes, Zavtrak Abed Ujen. My name means lunch in Russian. You may laugh, no problem. Yeah, my name in Arabic, my name means slave. Yes. Yeah, thanks mom, but no problem. And in Chechen, if any of you here know Chechen, the Chechen language, a small variation in my name means, well, we have too many ladies, man. The female reproductive organ, vagina. That's what my name means in Chechen. And well, to write for stand-up, I like to talk about my life, like what happened to me in general. So I'm trying to make, like, at the moment I'm trying to make the police stop me in the metro, so that after they stop me, I start writing something. So I'm walking in the metro with a kalyan, a hookah that looks like a Kalashnikov. They're not stopping me. I've been walking with a Kalashnikov that looks like a kalyan. They're not stopping me. I've been walking with this face. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Abed, what is wrong with your face? Just 1 second. Here is what's wrong with my face. I go to a shop, and I buy eggs for 85 rubles. And I give the cashier 100 rubles. Here's exactly what she does. This is a true story. She takes the 100 rubles, she looks at me and does this. I'm like, really? Fake 100 ruble? If I could fake 100 ruble, I'd be in Azbuka of Kusa. Buying a chicken that can solve my mathematical problems. If I could fake 100 rubles, I'd be in a strip club. Just throwing the fake 100 rubles on strippers. And if she tells me, if a stripper like takes 100 rubles and starts looking at it, I'll be like, fake body, fake hundreds. And yeah, because I have this thing in my head. No need, thank you. I have this is true, I have this imagination in my head that when the police stop me, they would ask me like for my documents, and I would tell them, show me your documents first. This is for you, Adrian. You can ask the police for their documents first. And they would tell me like, we don't look like policemen. And I would tell them, maybe it's Halloween. And then I would have an adventure in the police station. It's still, I know, grow up, I know what you're thinking. But even so, I only, like, when I first came to Russia, I knew that you could actually give money to the policeman and he would, let you go. Because in Jordan, this doesn't happen. So, like, let me tell you an example. This, like, what happened to me. Once a policeman stopped me, and he does this. He takes off his hat, and he, just shows it to me. He takes off the hat, shows it to me. And I thought it was a cultural thing, like the British. So I go, oh, a good day to you too, sir. I'm glad you like that. He didn't. But even if I had money, even if I knew how to give him money, I'm broke. Here's how broke I am. I dress up as a McDonald's employee. And I start, working at McDonald's and eating from the leftovers. The best story about this is I got Employee of the Month. Oh yeah. And about the police stopping me, something I forgot to tell you, like about last year. Yes, last year, the last time the police stopped me, I was at Kitay Gorod. I was reading a book. And comes this old woman. This is gonna sound racist, but it's not. An old woman, like, she passes by me and she looks at me and she opens her eyes really, really wide. And I know that hurt her because she was Chinese. And then she, like, I don't know, what the hell, why is she looking at me like this? It's not the face, I'm 100% sure of it. She goes down the stairs, there were two policemen, she taps one on the shoulder and points at me. I'm like, really? What the hell did I do to you? So the two policemen, like, come to me and they ask me for my documents. I give them my documents. And I was reading a book and I hear one of them say to the second policeman, what is he reading? And I say to a policeman who can high-five me in the face with a chair, I tell him how to kill white people. I know. What I was reading was ISIS for Dummies, but anyways. And those 2 days in prison were a real pain in the ass, my friend. And that's where I learned my name means vagina in Chechen, by the way. True story. What the hell was I talking about? I actually oh yeah, and let me tell you something else. Like, and even if I had money, delete that, repeat. Okay. So there was one day when I'm broke, and this is 1 minute left, or this is it?
1 minute.
Okay. Who here traveled? Oh wait, just please clap if you traveled somewhere, lived somewhere. Wow, all of you. Lady blonde there. Yes. What's your name? Your name is Lubov?
Yes, not vagina, but something.
She's funnier than me, man. Yeah. So Lubov, fucking awesome name. Really, Love. Imagine a guy named Love. That would be fucked up, man. Oh, your name is Love? Yes, I take it. So where did you travel to? Quick, we don't have time. Where were you?
Too many countries.
Too many countries. Have you ever been broke, like no money in those countries?
No.
Or you always, like, always? Now, for me, I didn't have anything. So when you start searching everything in your cupboard for just anything, $1, $2, 3 kapik, whatever. And I found $5, and I was so happy. I was screaming, yeah, I found $5. 2 Indians come from the dormitory, from the next room next to me, and say, oh, we found $5. I'm like, no, motherfuckers, I found $5. So I go to the exchange, I give him, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. This is true. The guy at the exchange, he takes the $5, looks at me, looks at him, and says, really? And I tell him, yeah, exchange, $5 exchange. This is true, this is actually what he gives me. He gave me 300 and about 20 rubles in fucking coins. Yeah, in coins. Even one of them is from Muzei Kosmonautov. But like the moment he gave it to me, I was like, what the hell? How will I go to the strip club with this? But to be honest, I love strip clubs. We all do, right? Guys? Because that's the only place where a girl might, I know it's fake, but she shows interest in you, no matter the face. So But can you imagine me going to a strip club and you're sitting there with the coins and the stripper's dancing and I'm throwing the coins like ninja stars and she's like she's standing there dodging the coins and like she's dodging them and then catches one with her ass with her butt cheeks. And if she complains, if she tells me stop throwing coins, I tell her listen, you either get the coins or you get the fake 100 rubles. Thank you so much for having me. You did a great audience ever.
Ahmed from the Middle East. I love how I didn't even announce his country, just Middle East. Doesn't matter. Jordan, for the record. He's such a talented comedian. I remember I was hosting one time at Jim and Jack's, that's our home club. And I told a story about a foiled terrorist attack in Canada, like down the street from my parents. And then I said, speaking of terrorism, Abed, and he came on with that glowing introduction and he's still killed. That's how talented that man is. All right, so keep it going for Abed and keep it going for your next comedian. I met him last week. He's a very funny guy from Russia, very exotic, Yevgeny Chimakov!
Hi everyone, hello. How you doing? Good? Good? Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm from Russia, but I love American rap. I mean, I love rap. Really. I mean, I love it. I love this shit. I love it. But I think the rap is a racist stuff, okay? I'm gonna explain myself. I mean, it's like sort of the positive racism, because actually only black guys can do the really good rap, because somebody can say, what about Eminem? And I said, fuck you, because, he's just the only guy who, could rap like the black one. Because, a few days ago, I just thought about it. A few days ago, I thought, wow, this is a good guy, black guy named Waka Flocka. Yeah, and what the fuck is this? I mean, for Waka Flocka. And I can't imagine that he's just standing in the studio and he was like, yeah, just go around, Waka Flocka, that's my name. Just white guy just can't do that. I mean, just can't. He just sit down and just try to write down the name, and he just have to have like explanation what the name means. Waka Flocka don't. He's just like, that sounds cool, man. That sounds dope, and that's enough. That's fair enough. That's hip hop. Yeah, that's the rap how it goes. Because there's a very cool white guy named Action Bronson. Yeah, and he's a great one. He's a rapper and sounds good. But Action Bronson, I can't imagine. He's like, action. I take action because I'm aggressive. And I take Bronson because I'm paying taxes. Yeah, because anyway, I'm a rapper, but I pay taxes. I used to live in New York City for a while, and I had a chance to meet the real rappers in the hood. I was like, I have to go there just like to see how the rap lives. I goes there and I saw how few black guys standing on the street and they just freestyling, like just battling on the street. And I was like, yeah, I gotta be there. I gotta just like as close as I can. I just go there and I saw the guy who's battling all the time, and he saw how I come in close to him, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna break a motherfucker on the street right now. I'm gonna shake you, nigga. I gotta fight you, nigga. I gotta shake like a motherfucker. Fucking like a shit. Fuck. And I was like, am I so white? I mean, that's what I'm doing, like killing rap on the street. I was thinking if I'm gonna stay like few seconds more, they're gonna find job. I'm pretty sure they're like, what the fuck you doing, man? And one guy is like the main one. He was the shortest. He had no shoes. Black guy. He came to me and said, okay, you just my whistling on the stick, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, no, I don't get it. And I understand. He started speaking so fast. And I understood that I'm just losing the punchline always. I know his fucking phrase. And his niggas not. I mean, they just standing in the crowd, and he was like, yo, so why am I saying you like a snoring fucking ass, motherfucker? And they were like, oh! And I was like, I didn't hear your punchline. I mean, can you repeat, please? And he was like, oh, you fucking Jesus, man, this is so fucking wild, like, my fucking snot the same, fuck! And then I was like, ah, nigga! And I'm just standing in front of them and saying, okay, I just gotta go, I'm so sorry, I just fucking lost. And he was like, where the fuck you go, man? You wanna fucking go, man? He's just saying here, talking to me, okay, stand me. And I was like, who fucking stole your ass leather? I mean, the same guy who stole your shoes, I mean, he's fucking serious. And he was like, no, you gotta buy my CD, that's my hip hop, that's my band of CD, you gotta buy it. It's 20 bucks. And I look at this CD and it's not fucking 20 bucks. It's just like, it's not dollar even. And I was like, I have no money. I got $5 for me. What the fuck talk, man? $5. You're fucking white. You gotta have more. Actually, I had more with me because I'm white anyway. But but I was like, okay, yeah, only $5. And the one guy, you know, very big one, he just pulled that off and he said, white guy had only $5, ha ha ha! And he made this, you know, gangster laugh, like gangster laugh. And the short guy, he took $5 and he punched me in the face, right in the face. And I was standing there like, fuck. And this guy who's screaming, who makes gangster laugh, he made the same. Yeah, he made like, hey, this guy's got punched in the face, ha ha ha! And I was like, or this guy like love to say obvious stuff, or there's one blind nigga in the street who's like, who just want to know what's going on. He's like, what's going on with that white motherfucker? And he's just like, you know, explaining all the shit. And just last thing I want to say, I was just thinking, why it's racist? I mean, hip hop. I mean, you can make 100 albums of your rap being white, and you just make it an album, you make production, post-production, you make all this shit, you like to try to make it, you know, as hard as you can. And after that you see a black kid who just standing in the studio in front of a mic, and the beat goes on and he was like, and that sounds better than your fucking album. I was like, how are you doing that? No, I don't know. And that sounds like hip hop. You mean like, yeah, I want to listen to this. I don't know what the fuck is this, but I want to listen. It was like, okay, and it was like, fuck you, man. Because, yeah, but I still love hip hop. Thank you anyway. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Yevgeny! Give it going for Yevgeny! That was awesome. Just real quick, you know, Yevgeny, fun fact, Yevgeny used to live in my city actually for a while, right?
Yeah,
Toronto, yeah. I met a lot of rappers when I was in Toronto, or wannabe rappers, and I realized I used to make fun of them on stage. I would also make fun of them. I'd be like, they all think that, they said, I was there on New Year's and I'm like, everybody on their Twitter's like, 2016 gonna be my year, right? And I was making fun of them. And then I got heckled so bad and I got embarrassed and I just walked off the stage and one guy goes, and right, is 2016 going to be the year that you become a comedian? Ooh. I cried for 3 days. Okay, our next comedian comes from Russia, Ivan Udo!
So, hi guys. I love you all because I think that all of you are very good people. I believe it's true. So I don't understand many things. I don't understand many people. I don't understand people who speak that money is the most important thing in our life. I don't understand. Also, I don't understand people who speak that children. The most important thing in the life. But most of all, I don't understand those people who speak Chinese. So, thank you. It was my first joke. It's very funny. I would want to name my cat Milk. Once I will walk with my cat in the street, and And when it will have run away from me, I will say, oh, milk has boiled over. So, I think that all of you use a subway, and you know there are such people who can ask you something like, excuse me, will you get out at the next stop? And if you will have answered yes, your job now is to pave the way to the exit. I mean that if that man will late for work, it will be your fault. So and my last now it's time for my last and most powerful joke. The most powerful joke around the world. So there are not enough electrical outlets in our kitchen. For example, if you want to turn on an extractor head, you need to turn off a microwave. My neighbor likes to use an extractor head, and then I have to set an actual time again and again and again, and it's annoying for me. I don't understand why he likes to use an extractor head. Because we have a window. We have a window. I wondered, he can just jump out of the window, and after that, he will no longer need to use anything. So, thank you. You're very nice. Thank you.
All right. So how are you doing so far, Ksenia? Your first comedian, your first time, yeah? It's not going too fast for you. It's not too hard. I should have mentioned this before. We should have a safety word, right? In case it's too much. But you're okay. You got a mouthful of food. You can't answer me. I understand. Okay. All right. Just really quick. Traveling in strange places. Are there any strange laws in Russia that I should be aware of as a foreigner? Like, that are weird that I... No? Well, I'll tell you, in Amsterdam, I don't know what you know about Amsterdam. Marijuana's legal, marijuana's legal, prostitution's legal, but pissing in public is not legal. And I found that out the hard way. It's a 50-euro fine in a country where prostitution is legal. And I was really kicking myself when I realized that for 50 euros I could have peed on a prostitute. Okay. That being said, our next comedian is someone I haven't seen yet, but I'm looking forward to hearing from him, Zhenya Kalinshev. And I know it's pronounced his name.
Hi guys. Yeah, so my name is Zhenya, and last week I've been like the audience, like you are, and today I'm here on stage. What a progress! So I'm really nervous. You can see my hands shaking, and I can read something from here. So just can relax and remember some funny jokes that previous guys did, and I just will here just keep shaking. Reading some stuff. Well, my strategy. Sorry. My strategy was improvisation. So I just could not come up with any idea, and just had a lot of ideas, and I just thought, well, I couldn't handle it. It's like too heavy. So I just will be like this, like piece of shit. Okay, I will try to generate some ideas. Well, it's kind of introduction. I will break the ice, if you know what this means. And my name is Evgeny, and in English, you know, there's a Eugene. And one guy who was American, he told me, like, you don't say your name is Eugene because it sounds like dork. So, so the next time I try to tell him, like, call me Johnny. And for some time I've been Johnny, but not now. Now I'm Zhenya. So I prefer this. and then I lived like 3 years in Canada. 3 years ago, I came back from Canada from the Vancouver Island.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. Well, later when I be capable of speaking, I will tell you some great jokes about it. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say. I'm 30. I'm like housewife right now, looking for a job, so I can go and do stand-up. Well, yeah, all the fun stuff will be next time, and I don't know. Should I tell this or no? Okay. So you know the point. I forget in English. So there is what's your level of English? This thing on the resume or somewhere, and it's in Russian. It's always like advanced, like I don't know, like entry level or like the beginner or the fluent. And I think that the majority of people, they have like the doggy style level of English, because you know it's. And I've been there like first time I came in London, and I was trying to say something, I just couldn't. But I did understand everything. So it's like a dog. It can understand, but it cannot speak. So that was just a trial joke. Don't worry. Okay, take care. Yeah, I love you guys.
Eugene, better known as Genia. It's true. In English, Eugene is kind of like a wimpy. When you think of a Eugene, you think of a guy with glasses and pocket protectors. But if you say, "My name is Genia," no, "My name is Genia," you get respect. You get respect that way. It's not easy doing comedy the first time. And by the way, they're all trial jokes, especially at an open mic. And that's why we love you, audience members. Genia, how are you doing? Still good? Yeah? How many beers have you had so far? 1. The comedy, it gets, the jokes make, this is a cliche, but the jokes do make more sense the more alcohol you consume. Especially here at Alibi, which is a great bar, by the way. Very affordable prices, great menu. All right, on that note, let's bring on our next comedian. You're gonna learn a lot about yourselves after you listen to this comedian. You guys already know all what what he's about to say. He is the DJ, so we gotta make music ourselves. So we gotta sing, okay, when he's coming onto the stage. Please welcome Kirill Sietlov.
Thank you. I'm so freaked out as if it matters. I'm so freaked out. What about crocodiles? Do you like crocodiles? I love them, I adore them, because sometimes people say you are born for this, you are born for that, and crocodiles, they never lived in peace with this phrase, because crocodiles are obviously born to eat cucumbers, because they're green, they have long heads, you open the head, you put cucumber in, you close head, it's eaten, done. It is scientific fact. Scientific fact. But crocodiles said, no, we will eat those fast creatures. No, crocodiles, think about it. You are slow and they are fast. No, we will eat those fast creatures, and more than that, we will be gods in ancient Egypt. And it worked somehow. So I love crocodiles. What do you think about giraffes? Giraffes. Giraffe. What is the right plural? What is giraffe? I believe there is no right plural, because the very first English speaker who've seen giraffe, he was very sure that this is one of a kind. Some one of a kind full of illness horse. Some horse so close to death that maybe just because of his great pity he killed it. Just because of his huge pityness, you know, he just shot the giraffe and then he seen the large group of them. And this is the reason giraffes are in the Red Book, because of one full of pityness English speaker who was the first one to meet them. This is my theory. This is not scientific. Okay. What about our ultraviolet lamps? What do you think about them? What do you think about? I hate them. Yes, I hate them. Because every time I think that I'm clean, you know, every time I think that there's always, you know this, you know, you all know this feeling. Every time you know, you think you are clean, there's always some sperm. Every time. You can never say where. But you know this, obviously, you know, the whole shot, you know this. That's nice. Yeah, you know, I always thought about this as about problem. I thought I need to clean this, and you just thought, oh, I need just to cover all the clothes with it. So nice idea, good thinking, another way thinking. You'll do a lot of stuff, maybe you'll even be a god in ancient Egypt. I don't know how this works, because if I knew how this works, I'll be the god in ancient Egypt, and I'm not, obviously. Okay. And do you have Instagram accounts? Do you have one? I have one. More than that, I have some special application in my iPhone, and it does the thing when I like some photo, some picture in Instagram, it goes to my wallpaper, to the wallpaper, to the background of my iPhone automatically. And it's very convenient and cool and nice and fast and all these words, you know, from advertisements. And so, but I found interesting fact that I'm following in Instagram. I follow a friend of my wife, and she's mother of 2 kids, year and 3 years old. And once I liked some photo of these kids, and then there was a meeting with some huge TV boss, and he was touching my iPhone, and suddenly he unlocks it, and there is a picture of 2 kids, you know, a year and 3 years old, on the background of my iPhone. And he asked, yours? And I said, no. And he asked, how? I just like them, and that's all. I just like this. So this is my life. Okay. You know, that's so nice to perform in front of you, because you all obviously have 2 legs and 2 arms and a head, and that's so nice, because I'm a professional comedian, and you know, once I performed in a hospital, and it wasn't very nice show, because of obvious reason. They were jealous. They were jealous. They were not thinking about my jokes. They were thinking about, I want this like this. You know, awful guys. They're so awful. Maybe their awfulness is the reason why God got their legs and arms and heads. Oh, I own English. I pretty own it. I can do whatever I want, even declare a war. But I won't do it. Okay. The last one. The last one will be about, you know, have you heard about sexting? Have you heard about sexting? Yes?
Yes.
Have you? Sexting, yes. Sexting is when you send a photo of your penis to the friend of yours, and he sends you back photo of his or her penis. This is sexting. And have you tried it? No? Never? No, try. I can give you mine now. I want to look at your penis because face is nice, so maybe penis is good too. You know, I'm alone. No, I'm married. So I love only one penis of my wife, and that's all. The penis that gave birth to my children. Her penis. That is the full list of penises I like. And the little mine. I don't mean that mine is little, that's too, but I didn't want to mean it. Okay. Forget about this. Okay. Have you ever heard about blowjobs? Have you ever heard about blowjobs? You'd like it. You'd like it. Blowjobs everywhere. I love them. You know, this is interesting stuff. I'm interested how the first blowjob was done. I know by whom, probably by the first English speaker who've seen the giraffe and you know, wanted to do something nice with his dead body. This was the first thing. How the idea was born to put somebody's, you know, it's not human penis. Human penis is more like I love you. Okay, I finished it. Okay, what was the idea? What was the reason to put somebody's penis, you know, in your mouth? I believe that guy was very hungry. He was very hungry, and there were no vegetables or nothing he knew, and so he thought, this thing looks strange. I'll try it, and he just put this in his mouth, and then he tastes it. And why? Because man makes history. Because man makes history. Woman will never do the first ever blowjob. I assure you. The first baby was born by man. Of course. The first... okay. And so, maybe this is a vegetable, and he tries it, tastes it, and thinks, no, this may not be the vegetable. And he starts pulling it out, and then he starts hesitating, you know, hesitation. And he starts hesitating, maybe this is vegetable I've never tasted. And so he starts pulling it in again, and then hesitation again. And he pulls it out, and in and out, and then there comes some liquid. And you just think, this is totally not a vegetable, because vegetables don't do this. You just, you know, pull this out and say, this is not a vegetable. You tricked me. Okay, this was the story of my life, and may your life be better. I own this language. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Kirill Sitlov! Alright, so what did you learn? Yeah, what did you learn about yourself? I told you you'd learn something about yourself. What did you learn?
Don't try strange vegetables.
Don't try strange vegetables or you might inadvertently invent the blowjob. Okay. So I told you at the beginning that we had 6 comedians, and I actually lied because now we have 7. We have a very special guest coming to us all the way from Russia. He's a native English speaker. Please welcome Sasha!
Hey, guys, girls, I'm Pasha, Sasha. I have two identities inside of me. One is Sasha and the second is Pasha. And you know what? Pasha is real gay, okay guys? And Sasha is a gay too, but you know, like some good chick with a hot vagina, well, that's how things. Okay guys, forget it. I'm here today just to, you know, just for you to blow your steam off, just to relax a little bit. I know it's hard times for, you know, English-speaking world, because that's all mess with, you know, Trump, okay? Like pirates come, you know, well, that's also a problem. Not enough cum. Okay, so I created a dance devoted to that situation in English-speaking world, and today is the day when I represent you, my special dance. Okay, guys, English-speaking world dance. You ready, guys? Thank you, guys, very much. Okay, thank you. Here comes the music. It's like in Matrix. I created that dance when I watched Matrix a lot, you know? Like, oh, proper. And when that's Pasha part, that part was written by Pasha. He was like, well, I like my boobies, so, okay. And I was like, well, there is no Matrix anymore, Pasha. What should stop? I didn't want you to, you know, that dark part of me. Okay, just oh, sorry. Okay. So guys, that was my dance actually. Very clever, very clever. I gonna perform with that dance at Carnegie Hall tomorrow, and yesterday I did that at Madison Square Garden. Like 50,000 people did not come to that performance. Only my mom and my dad and my second dad, who was my first dad, but that's a complicated story.
Pasha?
What?
What about Pasha?
Well, you like him then, yeah? Well, he's not for you, lady. Okay? Do you have a boyfriend? What's that? He's also gay. Okay. He's also gay, yeah? Your boyfriend is gay. That's how I will call my autobiography. Your boyfriend is gay, honey. That's how I... Okay, that is the end of my performance, and I'm gonna tell you a joke, so you will be not only relaxed, but also, like, you know, like, feel like a little bit, you know, like loose, you know. Okay, so here comes the joke. Do you know what Batman says when his girl don't want to have sex with him? You know what Batman says when his girl...
I'm Batman.
What the fuck?
He always says this.
Well, he always says this, but not in that joke. You ruined it right now. What? How I can continue that joke after that shit coming from your fucking Russian mouth? Cause I'm Australian. Okay. Okay, guys. Have a good night, and don't touch your genitals before you wash your hands. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.
Pasha! I'm just kidding, it's Sasha. Wasn't he awesome? That was a nice last minute addition. Alright, so guess what? Xenia, you made it through your first performance. You made it through your first. You're not a virgin anymore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you.
What I'm trying to say is you're not a virgin. So let's all give a round of applause. Let's all give a round of applause for Xenia for losing her comedy virginity without using the safe word, banana cream sandwich. She could have done it, but she didn't. All right. No, what was your favorite part of the show so far? Because we're about to bring on the last comedian. Anybody at the table can answer, by the way. What's your favorite part of the show? It was weird. Weird like good weird, or weird like I feel like I entered another dimension weird? Funny weird. You know what? We'll take it. Okay, let's have a round of applause for all of you guys, all the comedians you've seen. Absolutely, English Moscow comedy. It's very easy to find on the internet. Let's get ready for our last comedian. I left him last for a reason because he's been at Fringe. He's been doing comedy for a long time and he was very funny. He always makes us laugh. Please welcome your very own Vasily Medvedev.
Thank you. My name is Vasily Medvedev. Okay. I like punk rock music. Punk rock music. I recently downloaded file with punk rock music, which called Anarchy. I called it, and all the music there were in alphabetical order. And I thought, what do you know about anarchy, really? I mean, anarchy, I think anarchy is when you try to listen some music, but instead of this, you watch video where some Russian actor give blowjob to a duck. That's an anarchy. Have you ever seen this video with Panin? Who saw this? Somebody maybe judge him here? Nobody? Great. So I didn't judge him, I just didn't understand him a little bit. Because, it's a dog, right? Dogs are stupid. They don't understand what the grand gesture from the man blowjob is. They don't understand. It's waste of blowjobs, I think. I think if you engage in charity like this, you must give your blowjob to somebody who really needs it, right? To orphans, for example, right? Or a guy who really looks like a dog. Because I don't think that somebody give him blowjob ever, So, yeah, and don't do blowjobs to dogs, guys, okay? I know it's difficult, but just stop it. Because it's pointless. Dog can't back you blowjob, you understand that? Dogs don't have culture of blowjobs, They don't have necks for blowjobs, they couldn't do this. For a dog who do blowjobs, dog must, go forward, then backward, then forward, and back, like this. Or you can build swing, for dog can, or put dog on broken running track, for speed. If you want that dog suck you very speed, you can do it. If you're a dreamer, why not? Yes? Okay, I think that's all. Thank you. Suck dicks. Goodbye.
That's Vasily Medvedev. Keep it going for Vasily. All right. So like I said, we'll wrap it up here. This has been English Moscow comedy, Monday night at Alibi Cafe. Keep it going for the bar staff. Kirill Sidlov, Alibi Cafe, everybody. And you guys, again, we really appreciate it. It means a lot to us when you come out and see us because we know we can make each other laugh, but if we can make you laugh, then we know we got something. If we don't, we go home and cry. All right, thank you very much. We're Moscow Comedy. I'm Andrew De Niro. You've been fantastic.